Jill Lepore, These Truths, A History of the United States. Get ready to embark on a journey through the political history of the United States with Jill Lepore's These Truths. As a historian and Harvard professor, Lepore deftly weaves together an insightful guide that examines the principles underlying U.S. history in an approachable way. In this summary, you will encounter key themes such as internal debate, electoral procedures, the role of religion, racial and gender inequality, political party dynamics, news and fake news, and the ever-evolving challenges the nation faces. Through Lepore's critical, inquiring lens, we will explore questions that Alexander Hamilton posed on whether Americans can establish and maintain good government through thoughtful choices, or if their nation would succumb to misfortune, violence, biases, and lies.
Principles of American Politics. Harvard historian Jill Lepore uses her storytelling abilities to delve into the fundamental principles of the American political system. In her book, Lepore revisits Alexander Hamilton's Federalist No. 1 and asks the question of whether Americans can maintain a free democracy once they have obtained it. Her easy-to-understand and engaging civics primer is a must-read for those who want to critically examine history and for all American voters. Lepore emphasizes the importance of understanding one's inheritance, the past, which cannot be avoided. Examining U.S. history through Hamilton's questions. In her book, Jill Lepore uses Alexander Hamilton's questions to explore whether Americans can establish and maintain a good government or succumb to misfortune, violence, biases, and lies. The United States, born of revolution, will always face chaos according to Lepore, who examines challenges and themes resonating throughout American history. From internal debates to the history of news and fake news, Lepore finds lessons and connective themes in every corner of the nation's narrative and provides a lens through which to view U.S. history. The development of American notions of race. In These Truths, Jill Lepore explains that the Spanish and English colonizers had differing approaches to race. The Spanish used a system of skin color gradations, while the English saw people as either black or white. Both approaches contributed to American notions of race. Lepore also reveals that the first factory workers in the United States were actually enslaved people who worked in outdoor factories. Additionally, pro-slavery Southerners, pro-labor Northerners, and abolitionists all had different ideas about freedom and how it related to their respective causes. Overall, Lepore illustrates how race and labor were intertwined in the early development of the United States. The evolution of political parties. The two-party system in the U.S. was established by the colonial Federalists and Anti-Federalists in the 1780s. Ideological thoughts on liberalism and conservatism had little meaning for ordinary voters. In the late 1800s, the Republican Party stood for reform, while the Democratic Party favored slavery. William Jennings Bryan in 1896 identified the Republican goal as making the well-off more prosperous, while the Democratic Party aimed to legislate prosperity for the masses. Today, it is unclear what it means to be a Republican or a Democrat, as highlighted by Lepore. Government by and for the people, a math problem. In her book, Jill Lepore views government by and for the people as a math problem, detailing the history of voting restrictions in the United States. Lepore explains how the Electoral College came into existence in 1787, with each enslaved person counting as 3/5 of a person. Before the 15th Amendment of 1870, only taxpayers or property owners could vote in most states, and black men had a difficult time voting even after the amendment. Immigration had no federal regulations until the 1880s when new laws established the Border Patrol, a quota system, and the deportation of illegal aliens. Religion and the American identity. The intertwined relationship between religion and the American state is explored in Lepore's book, which showcases how faith has shaped national discourse and identity since the Constitution's enactment. While the Constitution curtails religious intrusion in governance, individual religious convictions have guided American policies, making religion an integral aspect of American history. Examples, such as the Scopes trial and the New Deal policy by Roosevelt, reveal the impact of religion on American society and policymaking. The book challenges readers to consider the role of religious beliefs in shaping their country's future. Wealth inequality through time. In Boston during 1848, Lepore claims that the top 1% held 37% of the wealth, while the bottom 80% held 4%. CEOs earned 400 times more in 2000 than average workers. By 2013, income inequality in America was equivalent to that in China and Uganda. Meanwhile, women lacked a collective voice, with Northern women advocating for abolition while Southern white women campaigned for government aid. It was only with the 19th Amendment in 1920 that women were able to vote in America. Jill Lepore's Essential Guide to American Past and Present. Jill Lepore is an articulate chronicler of American history. Her book provides background and context to current issues and political policies, revealing reasons to despair and reasons to be hopeful. Applying her vast knowledge of the past, Lepore shows that no American life or issue can exist in a vacuum. With a distinctive, witty, and enjoyable writing style, Lepore's work is a welcome guide to understanding the ways the past has shaped the present, and an essential reading for those compelled by these questions.
Jill Lepore's Of These Truths provides an enlightening exploration of U.S. political history, revisiting the warning questions posed by Alexander Hamilton. By examining themes like racial and gender inequality, religious influence, the changing identity of political parties, the significance of news and of fake news, and various critical challenges, Lepore paints a vivid picture of the struggles and achievements the United States has experienced since its birth. This book summary not only integrates historical context and contemporary relevance, but also serves as a call to every U.S. voter to reflect on the nation's past to forge a better future. Engaging, well-organized, and informative, this summary offers readers insight into key takeaways from these truths and how they continue to influence American identity and governance.